You actually came back. I'm a little shocked. I am. I've been giving you hell for like the past couple episodes, and honestly, I was a little worried. I was. But here's the thing. I want to at least make you dinner. Like, show my appreciation for you showing back up. All right? Tonight, I want to do steak. I want to do a little bit something different from your normal mashed potatoes. I'm going to do a pommes puree, and then I'm also going to top it off with a little bit of asparagus, you know? So, I hope you're hungry. Because if you're not hungry, you can go. The door's there. Like, it's literally there. Just click out, leave. But you came here. You came back, and I appreciate you for coming back. So, with that being said, it's almost 9:20, and I got to take these steaks out because I've already prepped the steaks because that takes a while. So, is it 9:20?
Yeah, got 1 minute.
1 more minute?
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm taking the steaks out, and at least you can see it. And by the way, special treat, right? Because for years, right, y'all know me from, me and then the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. I got my brothers with me.
Sir. What's
I
happening?
have my brothers with me. Ladies and gentlemen, cream of the crop in full effect.
We're here.
Back in action. I'm
Very grateful to have my people here with me.
Uncle Fred,
for you. Because keep in mind, you can't cook, you can't do shit. You be ordering out all the time. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what to say at this point. You know, yep. I'm just here to be the facilitator to your life, to get you in the kitchen to do something to better yourself. Because last night you were still talking to that man that you said you wasn't gonna talk to, but we gonna get into that later. I gotta take these steaks up.
Back in action.
Man, bro, it's good.
Back full force to see the legend in action.
Now look at it.
So savory.
I seasoned my steaks, right? Mm-hmm. And I did this earlier because I don't necessarily have a cast iron pan here. Blame the producer and the director, all right? This is not my fault. They did great with everything else, but certain things were just kind of missing. So, but they're great. Don't get me wrong, they're great. So, but this is gonna be like a reverse sear. I had these in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, and I generously seasoned them because, as you can see, if you look at your thumb, right, and you get to this little point, that's an inch. This is about an inch cut. That means it's thick. It's thicker than the one with the BBL. Trust me, it's thick. You want to season it generously because by the time you cook it, you're going to cook all that salt off. So you want to make sure you got a good amount of seasoning on there because it's not going to seep through all the way. But when you do it like this, every cut, every bite, you're going to taste that to perfection. So I just want to give you a little tip.
Every cut,
precision.
That's what we're here for. Precision.
Yeah,
here.
Don't mess up your date by not cooking right. This is the man to listen to, I promise you.
Attention to detail.
I've known this man half of my life.
All right, now.
Half since I met him has been great.
As you can see, I've already cut up my potatoes, kept them in the water for now. I'm going to throw it into the rolling boil, siphon the water out.
See, I like to keep my yams on the water too, man. Keep it on that water.
Moist yams is the best yams.
See, nothing.
Right? I'm just going to add it to the pot, right? You know, don't burn yourself and go crazy. I am not a trained professional, like I said before, but I am a professional, so trust what I'm saying, all right? It's going to taste amazing. So you're going to put that in the pot. And then now, I have a little bit of rosemary here. I'm going to throw that in as well. And I'm going to throw in just a few garlic cloves. And I'm going to let that do its thing in the pot. And while that boils, we'll get to, cutting up the asparagus a little bit, all right?
That boy did his thing. He just do that
He said,
goddamn shrooms.
And again, you don't necessarily have to mix this together. For all those people back there watching right now saying, oh, well, you didn't mix it. Okay.
Got something for you.
So, quick question.
This is for you. You see that? You see how you mixing things up? Like the last time you mixed up them lies? I told you. You tried to cover me. I got you. We go tit for tat. I'm petty. I'm petty king. But I ain't gonna be that petty today. It's okay. I'm
Petty
gonna give you a
wop.
break.
Petty LaBelle.
Petty LaBelle.
All right.
Petty Tendergrass.
So, I'm actually gonna start off with our garlic, as you've seen in the previous episodes. When you're doing your garlic, don't act like you have to be perfect. It's okay. We're just here. We're just trying to do, not necessarily a rough chop, but we want to get it diced up well because we're gonna pair this in the pot later on with the asparagus to give it a nice little You want that? So.
That boy good.
All right, I'm just gonna, squish them down a little bit and then.
Quick question for the novice.
Yeah.
Why do I need to mush them before cutting them? How does
You don't
that help?
necessarily have to. It just kind of helps with the whole process of getting everything minced up nicely.
Okay.
For when you put it.
It gives more flavor?
I don't want to get more flavor. But if you want to give some more flavor, hey.
Hey, boy,
Show me. Show me. Show me up.
Only fans coming.
Hey, hold on.
Hey,
that boy got so
pay the fee to play with me.
$69.99.
My boy got so much flavor. My boy was mincing and talking at the same time. I'm watching this nigga finger like,
right?
I'm like, watch your finger, my man. Hey, boy, you was scared. Let's go.
Man, it's cold with a knife.
Hey, took a lot of practice. Took a lot of look. Look, I can get to this one, right? If you zoom in right here, you'll see where I actually sliced my thumb.
War room.
I'm talking about, did you see the brother chopping and talking? I say, this nigga is cold. Only other nigga I see do it like that is Denzel.
Hands off.
Denzel. How many folks I know do it like that?
And again, not a trained professional, but I know what I'm doing. I done had a lot of trial and errors to understand. Cooking is a process. It's a learning experience, and it involves a lot of trial and error. If you don't experience the errors, you'll never actually learn.
I like that.
Life
It's
lesson.
kind of like, when you had that last man and that last girl, and, it didn't really work out, but you knew it wasn't going to work out before, but you still was like, oh no, I love him. You didn't love him. You were infatuated with him. You didn't love her. You just love something else on her, but that's another story for another time and, another show. So we're going to leave that alone.
But she's so toxic and I love it.
See, but that's the thing about people. They love toxicity. See, that's that toxic stuff that gets y'all into these issues.
You can't have
You see how I'm waving around this knife? That's how toxic it is for that relationship.
I love you too.
Y'all ain't shit. But it's okay. Because you're going to grow eventually, I hope. Some of y'all, 56, ain't grown up yet, still living your best life. What is your best life? When you're that old, talk about YOLO.
As long as she keep them drinks coming, baby, you can drop your teeth in the last stall and leave me at the bottom stall, baby.
You spending your whole pension right now on a woman that don't even want you. She just wanted dinner. Don't play yourself short. You's a good man. You got 6 kids. Go take care of them kids.
Jeez.
He used to be on Sugar Daddy's Anonymous. He tried to show out for y'all right now. Me and him was right there. I remember that. Yeah.
All right, but
Been around.
in all honesty, right? Just dice this down real nice and fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. And honestly, once I get done with the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move it together, and we're done. Because again, just like onions and everything, it's gonna cook down. So, gonna move that to that side. And we're gonna get to our asparagus. The stuff you like to get when you go to the restaurant to feel fancy. Meanwhile, it's not fancy. Ask for broccolini. That's fancier than asparagus.
And it's delicious.
It is.
I love it.
So good. So good. This make your piss smell like asparagus. Broccolini does not do that. So, them late nights, you done had this meal because you spent your pension to take her out. She ordered this, you ordered it too, trying keep up. That's that geriatrics right there.
Yeah,
trying to keep up, right? But here's the thing.
Can't compete with the sugar.
Now you're going down, doing your thing. Smell a little asparagus-y.
Smell like the Hulk gym clothes.
Baby, you got a lot on your mind, don't you?
Stress.
Hard work. And my car.
Sweat and tears. Despair.
But yes, so you want to cut off the back end.
Always.
You want to have a better knife than this. We've been doing this for 2 days now, and my knife's not as sharp as it was when we started. So give me a second. I'm actually going to switch out.
So this is what Jason does in the movie, right? Mm-hmm. So right after the blade, then he stabbed a couple folks, so he had to switch it up.
So we're going to do this.
Get another one.
And then again, for plating purposes, honestly, you can keep it like this depending on the size of your plate. But for me, I have a vision in which I want to do for my plating, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. And you see that? Oh, see, this was the sharper knife. We should have started with this. I don't know why we didn't start with this, man.
That's one of them infomercial knives.
Again, like I said, trial and error.
Door-to-door knives.
You still ain't shit, though.
At least we can acknowledge it.
Yeah. Self-awareness.
Right.
And that's all that matters.
Oh, this might not be as good as I thought.
The knife?
No, it's still better. Last one was more of a struggle. So, it's good, though. As we said earlier, no, it's okay. Yeah. And you can edit that part out anyway. Wow, we're not going to edit that out?
Oh,
You see how it is
this
when
is
you
amazing.
get black people
I love
Cook
this.
it.
help you out.
Uncut.
This is when we
You're
start.
like, hey. You're like,
Tee me up, coach!
put me in. What? All right. Fine. Fair game. Fair game.
This is the unedited, uncut version.
I love it.
I don't know. It's been a lot of that.
Trailer for the OnlyFans, $69.99.
No, I'm not gonna charge my OnlyFans $69.99. We're doing 100.
Okay, so there you go.
We're starting at 100.
We're starting
First of all,
2024.
I see what y'all pay for on a regular basis for that little $15 a month. It's trash. You can pay your little 100 here. You gonna get a good cooked meal. I might even take my shirt off just for you.
Wow,
I
wow.
like it a little bit.
True baby boy experience.
Want some breakfast? I can't wait to say that shit one day like that. I swear to God, man, I can't wait to do this shit.
I swear if I come across a video of him hopping around the kitchen.
Oh, just like that. Like that.
I just want to say right now, Mom, I know you're watching. It's okay.
He's
I cuss a
grown.
lot, but we're here. Sorry.
Get used to it.
He was a great man. There was nobody to say. Great man.
But I love you. Dude.
I remember the first time my mama heard me cuss.
Anywho.
Broke her heart.
Where are the fucking pizza rolls? It's bullshit.
I'm diabetic.
Fucking hate this place.
I'm running away.
Fuck, you have a house with a pizza roll.
So while this is doing its own thing, right, I would at least like to give some type of context as to where we have been. Because I know a lot of y'all know us from the podcast,
Yep.
Cream of the Crop. The infamous, the totally amazing,
Yeah.
the staple for what a podcast should be.
Illustrious.
Compared to all these other people out here right now trying to do podcasts, they don't really know what they're doing. They just got a couch and a camera. We ain't even had that.
Yup. We have no idea. We just went in there and just.
no clue what we were doing, right? But you had three intelligent young black men coming together as one to formulate some type of content to give to the masses to let you understand the mind, the knowledge, and the wisdom that three grown men
Yup.
can sit there and grow into and also speak our shit while on camera being ourselves.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, welcome to the episode that you've always wanted, that you've been wanting, that you've been crying about. This is the cream of the crop reunion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
I have
sir.
Smurf here,
What's happening?
and we got motherfucking me, Fred.
Say,
Your grandma's favorite.
hey, you better watch yourself. Hey, man, it's a blessing
Got
to
a
be
time
back.
machine.
It's a blessing to be back, man.
Yeah.
Just to see D doing his thing, man, and growing in his realm. Smurf has grown within his realm, man. It is just a blessing to be back with my brothers.
Yeah.
Man, when I got the call that these guys were in here doing their thing, man, it was no
It's a
brainer.
reunion.
No
Like,
brainer.
Picked up like we shit.
Never.
We never
left, bro.
like we never stopped. I don't know. And it was funny because
Was.
like it's almost like the podcast was the catapult to do everything else we're doing now. Because everybody branched off to doing their own thing, but it made sense.
Yeah.
And shout out to Dre for like even putting this together. Like Dre,
Nah, for real.
Big
Big
give
shout out
me
to
your
Dre.
flowers, man.
Real.
Give me your flowers.
This road,
Man.
that we have each been led on.
Exactly.
Facts.
So funny story, and this is kind of like it's not the downfall of the podcast. I'm not gonna say that, but that's when we kind of stopped recording. So it was September 12th, 2018. Got a message from Dre. Hey, I'm working on this cartoon. I want to get in touch. I want to get in touch with
Right.
Little Noodle. It'll probably pop up. Yeah, right there. First project right here.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, no, that's my first name and last name spelled wrong. You know what? Look, no one can ever get it right.
That's the name Smurf gave me.
And I'm speaking to you, because you know who you are. You ain't spelled my first name right, and you didn't spell my last name right, and you damn sure didn't know my middle name. It is crazy. It's crazy. But I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you have it. Go ahead.
But anyway, he reached out and he was just like, "Yo, I want to get in touch with Smurf, see if he can play one of these roles." I had never acted before. The only time I was acting was like elementary school roles. So like probably 4th grade was the last time I was in a play or anything, or read lines for anything. And my mindset was like, "Oh shit, this is a huge ass deal," which it was. I was like, I'm gonna pretend I'm the manager. I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm gonna get in touch with Smurf. The whole time it was me. I sent that message, waited like 15 minutes, and be like, yeah, he said he can do it. And then he sent the script, and I remember reading it. He was just like, I hope you can act. I was like, eh.
We'll see how this
We'll
goes.
see how it goes. Like,
We'll let you know when it
I got nothing to lose. And I did it, and it was just like, boom. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, this just fire. Like, I love this. And still needed 2 extra roles in the show, and got these 2 guys to hop on. So they were in my very first project with me. It was with my brothers, which was amazing.
Man.
I want y'all to understand, right? When he presented us with the idea of doing a cartoon,
Thank you.
I just got there, right? Late, because everybody knows me. If I show up, I'm going to show up, but I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
I get there, sit down, he's like, yeah, because we're going to do a cartoon. What? What kind of cartoon we about to do? Like, I'm finna, like, do I got to switch my voice?
Yeah.
Like, I
Which you
already
did.
don't even want to be on this camera doing
Yeah.
this. And now you want me to do this. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you. If it wasn't for everybody call him Smurf. I almost called him Smurf.
Yeah, got my government name out now. That's all I'm
Told her.
Smurf. Nah, like honestly, we would have never did the cartoon because keep in mind, we had the scripts for a good little minute before we actually started recording our lines for the script.
Yeah.
And we would do it in between like doing
Podcast episodes, yeah.
So it was one of those things where it was like he knew he had that vision, and with that vision, he was the one holding everyone accountable at that moment in time.
Facts.
And that's the thing that really propelled us to branch outside of our own comfort zones because none of us were comfortable with actually doing the cartoon, let alone the podcast.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where that was the start for us to really start making bigger moves because even after that, once we recorded and finished the cartoon, we continued with the podcast.
Yep.
Fred got an opportunity to move away from the city, away from the state, and branch out and do something real big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was still doing his own thing, and I'm
my government again.
Yeah.
I know half our lives. I know, but like,
it's just like that's what it was. Like that was the start. It was the spark that started the fire, that started the flame, that started the combustion of things that were coming forth for us. Yeah. And we were not even privy to that at the time. Yeah, we had no clue.
If you told me when we started the podcast that like, hey, you're gonna be a voice actor, I would have laughed because I'm like me, like I'm shy. No, it was another thing to do like the podcast because I brought the idea to him. I was just like, yo, we should do a podcast. What are we gonna talk about? I don't know. Let's just go, and we just went and just freestyled it. Honestly, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is cool, this is dope. And then through that, like once the podcast started slowing down, that's when voice acting started picking up for me. And I was just like, and I was still like trying to do the podcast. I was still like, no, y'all gotta come and do the podcast, and like, you know, we got to do this together. Like I can't be doing this stuff by myself. And like we had a conversation, and you can tell them what you told me because I was just like, I wasn't trying to hear it, but you kept drilling it into even to this day we have conversations and you still be saying the same thing,
bro. And it's honestly one of the best feelings to see you do the things that you're doing because watching you grow through the podcast and watching how hard you push for the podcast, it was like, bro, like D was taking off in his realm and I was building myself up in my own realm. It was just like, bro, like, you know what, we would be doing you a disservice by allowing you to try to put all that energy into this and not allow you to put that same energy back into yourself.
Yeah.
And just to see the fruits of your labor, you know, just actually knowing the journey that you went through, you know, like, man, you know your story. You know, it's not for me to tell your story, but you know.
I'll tell you. Just I was there.
Bro, like just to see the matriculation of what it is that you're doing with voice acting, with everything that is that you're doing, man. It's that ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's beautiful to see it, bro. As a black man to black man, it's beautiful to see y'all doing what it is that y'all are doing, bro. You're in the kitchen right now.
Yeah.
Look, and it's so crazy, right? Because when started doing his thing, right? You started doing your shit. I'm just sitting there like, well, go back to work.
Yeah.
Bro, but you were still cooking at the time.
You were
still cooking at the time.
I was cooking, but I'm like, my brother's doing great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to work. I'm about to cook, but I'm gonna go back to work. But it was never like, cause you know you got some people around you that always feel like, okay, cool, like they doing this and I gotta one up them. It was never a feeling like I felt like I needed to one up y'all. I was always giving y'all flowers. Yeah. Like y'all would see me all the time. Like even if we didn't talk every day, I'm in randomly long passages.
Facts. Yeah, that's real.
Long passages.
That used to help.
I'm praying over you.
Bible verses.
Real life. Yeah. I see the things that you're doing. I'm proud of you. Like I'm always gonna be in you guys' corner because I've already been around y'all. Yeah. I see y'all for who you are rather than where you're gonna be going because I already saw that too. Yeah. But that's the thing about it. I see it, so it's just like I want to make sure you don't ever doubt yourself. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, and I ain't got it, I'm gonna find a way. So we all got it.
Yeah.
We always been like that.
I think for each other, for sure.
Yeah. Like even with the podcast, for instance, right? It's been so many days. I didn't want to go. You didn't want to go. You definitely.
But you was burnt out.
Doing all types of shit. Burnt out, bro. Making sure we show up, making sure the shit is like set for the specific times. Like I already know how that shit goes, so it's just like he said, we're not gonna do you that disservice. Yeah, bro. We're going to show up, and when you feel like you want to do some shit, we're gonna make sure we front line
Front
and
center,
center,
bro.
Yeah.
for you, because you have been there front line and center for us throughout that and everything else. So.
Facts, because I would, me doing this cartoon.
Yeah,
that was
kept the same.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I tried about 7 different voices. So I was just like, you know what, fuck.
You are sitting there.
You got to hear me, man.
Just woke up an hour ago.
Yeah.
Get to the studio. I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you want me to change my voice?
I was trying to redirect y'all too. I remember.
My brother, and that is exactly why
Yeah.
you are going to where you're going and what it is that you do. Which is why we can continuously tell you, do not stop and keep going. Because you're not done yet. This is just the beginning.
I just want y'all to know, my best friend, my brother, he's a voice actor. If you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah, hire me.
Smart Brown.
Voices, man.
Yeah, you can see all my stuff on
Yes.
on my Instagram, my TikTok, my
He's
Twitter.
solidified. You can look him up.
The real
Yeah.
Google my nigga,
Google my nigga up first, which is dope. I didn't know that until this year. So that was really cool.
Shit, like, y'all want me to edit it in, and I'm not. Y'all can have y'all love. I'll put my work on it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Nah, but like I think for anybody, find you a good support system. Cause I can tell you so many times I got imposter syndrome where I'm just like, oh, like
Yeah,
there's doubts.
there walking out of work. What's up? Hey, bro. Look, it's okay.
Yeah.
You got this. Relax. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay. Post the shit.
There
I ain't seen it. Post it. I'm gonna watch it. Post it.
I used to blow their phones up with like, yo, because I would get down to the details of like, is this funny? Is this funny?
Yeah.
Like, is it the way I said this and the inflection on here? And y'all be like, just posting. I'm just like, all right, cool. And I knew it got to a point where they just wouldn't respond. Which at first I got mad. I'm like, man, why are they looking at it? They're not responding. And I'm just like, nah, they probably need to like not respond so I can learn to trust myself.
Facts. That's exactly what that was. It wasn't a matter of us being overwhelmed with it, because truth be told, it's actually kind of live to watch him switch from person to person,
Hey.
character to character.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think was what always kind of deterred me from always responding was I didn't want you so hell bent on figuring out if it was perfect or not.
Yeah.
It's, bro, we're artists.
Yeah.
We all gonna be sensitive about our stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, you just gotta push it out there.
Yeah.
And that's what you did. It's the same. It's the same with D being the chef. I know his recipes. My boy got cooked up.
Look how many times I done sent y'all pictures and y'all like, damn, that shit.
That shit
look
is
good.
fire, bro.
I'm like, man.
950 Smurf.
I'm gonna get in trouble. That's all right. I'll text
I'm
you.
like, man.
Give me 5 minutes.
This shit is it look good. But it tastes good too, and I just want y'all to be here to actually taste it.
Yeah.
Then me doing the actual show right now, I'm like, man,
Full circle.
when the actual stars of the show who've made the show possible, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes. Yes.
when they actually taste the food,
Yeah.
you feel comfortable coming in? Just for a second.
Yeah. That,
All right, Dre, bring your ass over here.
Let's go. No, we gonna bring you there. Let's go.
everybody gotta get their
Speak
flowers,
the truth.
man. Everybody's gotta get their
At
flowers.
least somebody, look, I don't know.
I'm big on like everybody having
somebody
their
else
flowers
to
for
speak
sure.
It's,
for the masses that's actually here in the house. All right. I'm gonna
say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. If it was not for this man, I would not be voice acting. I would tell you this right now
This is
because
my sugar daddy. He's the one paying
Yeah.
the bills.
Hey, for real.
if he never reached out to ask, I would have never thought about doing this. I would have never really looked into it at all.
Here's the thing. One of them, I'm quite sure it was Smurf from everything they're saying. I'm quite sure it was Smurf. One of them hit me up first and said, hey, y'all got a podcast. We think y'all funny. We got a podcast. We just want to know if y'all check us out. And if it wasn't for that message, I'd have never heard Smurf's voice. Because I think I was staying at my mom's house. I had just got back from Afghanistan. I was sleeping in her closet. And I was like, yo, I'm about to write a cartoon. And I wake up, I see that message, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out later. And I went on that morning run, and I heard, I said, hey, yo, dude got a funny voice. I wonder if he'll be mad if I ask him to be in my cartoon. And I said that, I was like, hey, listen, I don't know how this is going to sound, But I want to know if Smurf ever thought about doing cartoons. Don't be telling me where to stand. Once again, this is my show.
See, now he like me.
No.
I'm over here like,
Nah, because you'll look at the camera while cooking and then just go on a rant that way.
thinking the camera's here. Look, there are cameras everywhere. It's very confusing.
Let's get back to the show, because like y'all said, I'm paying for it. Time is money. You motherfuckers been running your mouth. Y'all done already put this man 2 hours behind schedule.
And I was actually early today.
Yeah,
I was. Nah, finish. Sorry, bitch. Where are you going?
We done.
But
And we got a microphone, so hopefully y'all might pick me up.
we want to give Dre his flowers because
Yeah.
he's really giving opportunities for
look,
folks.
I've been talking to Dre since the podcast about doing like a cooking show. Y'all have already seen me all the time for years posting food, posting content. When you're doing your show, you do plates, you're gonna open up a restaurant. I don't know. Maybe. You want a plate, come to the house.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this man literally saw my food, knew me from the podcast. He don't know me from Joe or Blow. He don't even know if my food tastes good. That was the whole point of you coming up here, sir. So you can speak about the damn food. But meanwhile, he had that vision to believe in me, to do this. Came all the way out here from Georgia just to film me with my cooking show. And not somebody else's. Not this is a part of somebody else's. Like we're doing my cooking. This man then laced me up.
Got apparel.
All right, I got apparel.
Got merch.
Got merch.
Got merch.
I am solidified here, right? So I really appreciate him. I truly do, because if it wasn't for him, everything that we had been doing since the podcast and then outside of the podcast really wouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Thanks.
So it's much appreciated.
Bro, even support a Young and Grown show.
Yep. The show
Man, bro, that was crazy. Young and Grown show even helped out with. Man, look here. Shout out to Dre.
Yeah.
Hey man, I love you, you raggedy bitch.
Yeah.
It's just that.
You my guy, man, for real.
Hell, I called him panicking. It's like what, 2:00 in the morning?
Yeah, it was early.
I'm over there. Hey man, that's what you know. Before you get out here, I don't want you to feel like you're wasting your time, but I'm very antisocial. I'm very, introverted.
Yeah.
So before you get here, just know, if I get on camera and I'm just like this and I start cooking and I don't say anything, please don't take offense and think that you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Just let me get into my shit. I gotta get comfortable first. Once I'm comfortable, now you're finna see me acting ass.
I just want y'all to know this man was in a full club fit, complete with chain.
Yeah.
So whatever he was doing, whatever he was doing, he wasn't that had to be on his mind.
Yeah.
That man was just sitting there saying, "Hey, listen, man, hey, don't think I'm weird. I'm weird, but please, I just want you to know I'm gonna be strange. If I'm standing, like, don't."
Yeah, just don't take offense to it. Don't take offense to it.
You can see it in his face, like I don't know how to say this. Please don't give up on me. It's like, really good.
There we go. We good? We rolling? We fixated? We living life? We large? Look here, baby. I just want to make sure you good. I know I took a little bit of time. That's okay. Patience is key. Patience is actually a virtue. But that's why we're here. We're equally yoked. And I want you to understand, I'm here for you, just like you're here for me. So let's actually get into the gist of this dish, all right? Let's have some fun, because I know you're hungry. And with that being said, this is done. And if you weren't here earlier, where were you at? I know we got our historian in the background. Where was she at? She wasn't here for none of this. She came late, just like you. Just like your period. But it's okay. It's okay. I hope. I just want y'all to see, right? Before I get into everything, I just want you to see. Had the rosemary in there. You can see the garlic somewhere at some point. But that's how your potatoes should look for the next step that we're about to do. All right? All right, so being that this is not my house and this is the set, I don't know exactly where the plugs are to actually do what I need to do. So bear with me for just 0.5 seconds. There is one here. Again, I'm not a professional, but I'm a professional. Just not trained professional. Remember that. Well, all y'all went to culinary school. I never went. And I still make dishes better than you. I plate better than you. And I won't talk shit. Because, you know, there are a lot of you out there that are great. You're superb. And I love that for you. But guess what? You're not me. You can't make your food as great as me. I'm not going to be cocky. I appreciate you. I'm just talking mess. Honestly. And actually, hit me up. Let's do some shit together. Maybe you can teach me some things and I can teach you some things about seasoning. Please don't put that in there. They are gonna flame roast me and be like, you can't dice properly. You're not.
That sounds like
We're gonna run.
organic engagement to me.
They hate me on this show. This was supposed to be my baby. They said, no. I'm just gonna say that. My mom gonna watch this shit and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I knew I dropped you, but shit. You got more than one screw loose. You got a couple. Motherfucker, you stupid. You's ignorant. And I'm gonna look at her and be like, I'm smart, I am kind, and I am important. I got a show. Them other motherfuckers are stupid and all that other shit you talking about me, they ain't got shit. They sitting on their ass right now. Now you wanna talk about me like, oh, okay, we here. Gotcha. It's okay. I can focus. It's okay. I just want to talk a little bit of shit. We can edit that out, right? Because she'd be so. Edit that out. Or just leave out mom and be like, because you know, but he know. I think. Maybe. No. And I'm not going to sift it through that because that's going to take too much time. I can just blend it all the way through. So, all right. What I do want to add is, so got it in the blender. For all you people with a nice immersion blender, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. How about you sponsor me and send me one? Because I'm cheap. And I'm going to do things a little unorthodox. So I'm going to throw in a little bit of heavy whipping cream for one. I feel like somebody was playing with this bottle. We're not going to do a slice. Heavy whipping cream. Just going to throw in a little bit. We have a good mixture. Gonna add in our butter. And yes, I'm adding all of this butter into there. Fight me. I wasn't asking you about your hypertension, your diabetes, none of that. I'm adding all of this in because it's needed. Right. Plugged up. Good go. Also, you know the great thing about the fact that they actually told me about how the editing goes? We can sit there and do all of this, and I can still cook the steak, and it meshes all the way through. Didn't know that yesterday. Learned something new. I feel like Jay would hold me though. Partially. All right, so before I even get into the gist of everything, before I even taste it, right? I want you to taste it. Because you tasted, you know, what it was before, but before I get to like the seasoning portion. You like it? You sure? It's good. I don't even need to add nothing. Ha! That's it right there. Like I said, I'm not a trained professional, but I'm a professional. And I just need you to trust me. Understand that what I'm doing is not orthodox at all. It's very unscripted. It's very unorthodox. I'm uncomfortable on all these fucking cameras on me right now. And I just want to cook. And I have music in my ear. And most people don't even know that. So here we are. We got great food. But the people in the background love this shit, and they ain't never met me from today, tomorrow, the next day. So they don't know me from Joe Blow. But guess what? If Dre ever came into the camera and actually said what he was supposed to say earlier, that would have been great. But here's the thing, he didn't. He got sidetracked. He got a little bit of ADHD. It's okay. We're not fighting you. If you would like to come up here now and say something, possibly, maybe while you text on your phone. See, the thing about people that are in charge, they always feel like they are the center of attention and they can dictate everything. Meanwhile, yeah, you can dictate everything. You made this possible, but
tune changed as soon as I got up here. Nah, you been.
he don't need it. I'm here.
I would say, yeah. You've been doing amazing. You is kind. You is smart. You is important.
I know, my mama told me that, but
That's
even to
not-
that,
that's
we talk about the food.
Oh, that's alright, I guess.
Well, all right, guys, I'm
Nah, man, like I said, this entire time I didn't know you. I only seen pictures. I'm glad that the food tastes as good as it looked, because if it didn't,
yeah.
listen, I ain't gonna give you all the numbers. I'm just gonna tell you, it cost at least $2,000 to get here.
Okay.
Just to be here, it cost $2,000. Because you kept talking about how much they cost. I just want you to know that.
Fair game. Fair game.
Now that's
Hey.
gonna get edited out. I'm not letting niggas
Yeah,
know.
no. We're not gonna do that.
But no. What's up with these potatoes? What's
All right, we'll go. Boom. Look. Go ahead. I got you like this.
Oh my God, it's creamy.
Oh, baby. Oh my. Oh,
And I did not even add extra.
Oh, I'm about to go do things with that. You keep going. Finish the rest of the meal so we can eat.
All right, cool, boom. All right, we're finna move into the steaks. All right, so we got our steaks. And again, production was cheap. They didn't give me a cast iron skillet, so we're gonna have to work around certain things.
Deadass thought about bringing my cast iron skillet. And I was just like, I know Texas.
Hey, it's fair. I can work around it. I've worked with less. I've worked with just a hot pot. I got you. All right. And since I don't have my cast iron, I want to get this to a nice little heat because essentially I just want to make sure that I have a nice good crisp on each side for our steaks. And now we can talk about the last time you were heated up, because what were you thinking? You know, you were acting out. You really were. You was really out there showing your ass. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me. I know you had a hard week. That's fine or whatever, you know? We all have hard weeks. Here's the thing. Why did you decide to go out and text all these people that you know you're not supposed to be texting? That's crazy to me. It is. But it's okay. Thank you. It's okay. Because I know you're going to be better next week once you start regretting everything once you wake up. But here's the thing, right? In the morning, I'll be here again. We're going to make breakfast. We're going to have a good day. We're going to talk about everything that you did last night. And we're going to talk about your regrets. We're going to talk about the areas in which you know you need to improve. We're going to talk about the places that you want to be and the places that you want to go. And guess what? That's why you came here. This is like your little mini therapy session. This is the area of life in which you come in and I'm on your ass. But at the same token, I give you your grace and also give you your flowers. But I ain't cutting back from none of that because accountability is a real thing. And what did we talk about earlier? Consistency is key. It's key. So we can get to that because it's hot. It's hot. I told you it was hot. We're going to leave that on there for about till I feel like taking it off. Or till I feel like flipping it. Maybe about given the size of the steak, the thickness. "30 seconds. So you want to get your steak cooked real nice. Everybody's different with their steaks. Very different. Again, I'm not cooking for me today. I like mine rare. But everybody else, we're cooking for the masses here. We're cooking for the people. That's why you're here. I just want to make sure you don't burn your steak. Please do not, and I repeat, do not go to the grocery store, pay all that money for a nice cut steak, and decide to do it well done. That's weird. You're weird. You need to be committed at that point. See, that's nice. You want something that look like that. Give it a little bit of effort. You ain't got to be perfect with it because this is your first time anyway. I'm just going to show you the end result. Make it happen. And while we're here, right, I would also like to talk about the fact that you're still riding around with registration on your car from 2 years ago. Please go update that. You're riding dirty out here and you ain't even from the city like that. You just moved over here, all right? Calm down. Go fix your tags. You got the paper at the house. Go change that real quick. You get pulled over, that's a whole nother fee you gotta pay. You know, you got the car seat in the back. You got that man still driving that car. You don't want him driving the car no more. Y'all keep getting into arguments about it. He's still at his mama's house. He don't really like you. We can edit that out. I felt like that was personal. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're here so you can have fun. I want you to cook, enjoy cooking. Understand cooking is not hard. Steaks are great. We cooking for the public today. We're gonna get a nice little sear on both sides, all sides, in between. And we're gonna let it rest. All right, I'm gonna do y'all's now, so we can kind of avoid out of that. And then while I'm letting that rest, I think I'm gonna just do the asparagus and then I'll come back to this. All right, so now we're gonna get into the asparagus. So you wanna add your minced up garlic to the pan. I've already had this simmering for a little bit, but I'm gonna turn the heat back on. around a little bit. Honestly, just throw it in the pan. Because that's the problem with a lot of people. They feel like they need to do it a certain way. Throw it in there with the butter. If you need to add extra butter, it's just depending on your liking. It's on a low heat right now, so it's just gonna cook in. And I don't want it to be too buttery anyway. I just want to get a good, nice color on here because if you've ever cooked asparagus, you'll understand the color does change once you do cook it, and you'll know when it's done. But everybody's different. Some like it soggy, some like it in between, some like that firmness still. So me personally, I like a healthy balance of cooked through al dente, but also still have that firmness to it as well. Season it up just a little bit. You don't want to add too much because this is not the focal point of your meal, and it's your vegetables. You don't want to oversalt your vegetables. That's weird. First of all, you didn't even like vegetables coming in, all right? You didn't. I remember when you were sitting down at the table as a little kid, and then you had to sit there all night because your mama said, hey, well, if you don't eat your vegetables, you ain't leaving up from here. Well, guess what? Now you like asparagus, and now your pee smells. That's weird. You had all these things in front of you before, didn't make you have this issue. But again, asparagus is actually very good. It's tasty, but do it right. Follow my instructions. Don't follow my guide, just follow my guide, all right? A little bit of black pepper. If I can have that opening. You don't have to know what it is. It's not your recipe, it's mine. Figure it out. You just want to kind of mix everything together in the pot. Let it kind of cook in. Spread everything evenly for the most part. Get a nice little color in there. All right, welcome back. I know you see an extra pot here. This is the pot from earlier. With our pomade puree, I'm just keeping that a little warm right now at the time. That way, once this finishes, we can actually plate and everything is hot for my important people who are making this possible to eat. Because I don't eat any of this. I don't. But they love it. If you've seen the B-rolls earlier, they love it. But guess what? You didn't show up earlier. You came late. It's okay. I know you were dealing with a lot. I just appreciate you being here. I do. So we're gonna make sure this cooks in. All right, this is almost done. But what I am gonna do, right? Because I like spice personally. I like a little kick. And I also like a little hint of something else. So what I'm going to do is, so what I'm going to do is, just a few, just a little razzle dazzle. That's it. See, I like color. I do. So, you know, when I make a dish, I want to make sure that everything is incorporated evenly. The flavors are there, but also it's going to be impactful for you. Your palate on your mouth will change after you taste one of my meals. I promise you, I guarantee you. Ask any of my exes. Well, DeJuan don't cook like this. Well, DeJuan was taking you to McDonald's, all right? He was taking you to McDonald's. Figure it out. Ain't even a two-step process. You know what you did. You messed up. Come back. Don't come back, though, because I don't want you. They are really finna be like, who hurt you? It's trauma. It's not trauma. I'm just kidding, guys. Calm down. Relax. Be so for real. All right, we're good there. Now we're gonna get into a basic, simple sauce. Quick, easy, and fast. Just to drizzle on top of our steak because chimichurri is gonna be the next day. It's not today. Look, trust and believe. Chimichurri will be on this show. It just ain't gonna be right now. We got enough green. We don't need that much green. All right? And all you potheads back there, I'm not talking about that green. All right? focus. That's your problem. You can't even focus. Dysfunction. You got high, now you're sitting there looking stupid. That's okay. We're here. We're family. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. I really do. I wish you could see the background so you can see the expressions of everything that's happening. It's great stuff. I want you to know that. Thank you. All right, so we got our garlic there. I'm gonna add a little bit more butter. Shout out to my aunt. She taught me everything I know. Everything that I could know. She is the focal point of me cooking. She is cooking and baking at that. She is a phenomenal cook, a phenomenal baker, a phenomenal woman just in her own entity. And that's my go-to person. I love you. I love you, Auntie. I do. So I hope you enjoy watching this right now. I do. Although I know I cussed a lot, I'm sorry, but that's besides the point. So, gonna get your butter in the pan. Let that cook down a little bit with your garlic. Then, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna throw in a rosemary stem. And now we're gonna move into adding our heavy whipping cream. Not too much, just a generous amount because again, this is just a sauce. You don't need too much sauce. You don't. Now, depending on how many people you're cooking for, that's a different story. But right now, for this purpose, just a little bit, not too much. And again, I'm not giving you exact measurements. Wait for the cookbook to actually get that. You gotta pay the fee to play with me, all right? The game is to be sold, not told. But here I am, giving you free game. I just want you to watch, understand, learn, and pick up off what I'm trying to tell you, all right? It's simple, it's easy. Just use your mind, use your brain. Look, you done went to school for 12 years, all right? Before you went to college. I know you're smart. Don't doubt yourself. I believe in you. All right, so we're gonna come back here to our sauce. It's doing wonders, honestly. The aroma, smells great. Simple, easy, quick. And as always, superb. I'll let that cook in a little bit more. And then we're going to move into the final stage, which is our plating. So bear with me. But while you're here, I know I say thank you a lot. I do, but that's because I'm very appreciative of you just clicking on this, showing up. It means the world to me, honestly, you know, it does. But I do want to talk about your hygiene because, you know, for so long we were wearing masks and it just blows my mind. It's just a little bit, just a smidge. How you still got bad breath? Like, what are we doing right now? You got Colgate, you got Crest, you got all types of different toothpastes out there. Not only that, you have Listerine, you even have, you know, other ones. Look, it's a wide array of things in which you could use to make your breath smell good. You want to be in front of people, talking, and your breath stink. Make it make sense. That's crazy. And you know what's even crazier? You have a sales job. You work in sales. All you do is talk to people and your breath stink. Make it make sense. Now you're sitting there in sales or you ain't even in sales. You at the hotel and your breath stink like hell. Make it make sense. You can hide behind that little mask all you want. I'm gonna just let you know right now, everybody smell your breath. Dude, we smelled it. We smelled you a mile away before you even came over here. You over here grinning and cheesing and smiling. As soon as you did that, oh shit, damn. Hold up. I'm kidding. Bro, they are literally gonna cancel me before this even airs. I know the producer's upset. He spent all this money to come out here. And he's like, you got good food. Just shut up. See, I can reserve myself and not cuss all the time. I thought I was gonna say it, no. He gonna be mad. I know he gonna be mad. He gonna go back, look at this edit, and be like, "Hey D, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We just can't have this running out." And I'm be like, "Why? What happened?" He can be like, "Look, you suck." But was the food good? It was great. Was the commentary good? It was amazing. Because guess what? You can relate. Because it's you. You living this life right now. That's the crazy part about it. You are living this life right now. But while this cooks in, right? I ain't forget. Fight me. That's better than Salt Bay. He beat me. I'm real. Look, I told you, this show is not to be perfect. It's literally just to sit here and understand anybody can cook. Anybody. And we got a nice little thick consistency here. Thing about sauces, especially when it comes to steak, I like to add a little bit of lemon to my sauces. Just a little bit, just a smidge, not a lot. See, lemons remind me of sunshine. And I just wanna, just a little squeeze. Nothing too major. And yes, I know y'all saw that go over here. It's okay, fight me. I'm cleaning up the kitchen by the time this is done, so. And if I don't, I have a nice crew who's very appreciative of me being here, who's gonna help me out and clean. So, you don't. You gotta clean up everything you do. Every dish, every pot, every pan, everything. Even the spoons. The one thing though, you should have washed your ass. I know I keep talking about it, but you should have, man. All right, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I promise. All right, we good? All right. Now we're just gonna cut it through. Hey girl, remember the last time I did that? Made you steak. I know you loved it. I know you did. You don't even like steak. And you definitely don't even like steak rare. But guess what? I made it for you that night, rare. This right here, not as rare as that night. But guess what? That night was very rare for us. I hope you remember. Because guess what? It'll never happen again. This is great steak, and I just want y'all to know, they finna eat this. Like they ate that pineapple bowl the other day, they finna eat this up. I promise you. Look, take me out the game. And first of all, that was the fact. That wasn't even the meat. Take me out the game. They can't even, look, y'all couldn't even see me. That was the fact. Wasn't even the meat. Please take me out the game. Well, Russell, you better come get you one of these. Oh, me? Please. Thank you. And thank you for being here again. I'm so appreciative. But that's actually good. Let's get to the plating portion. I'm gonna talk enough shit later on, but yeah, that was actually very good. So, move this over here to the side. And I've discussed this with the producers earlier because I had no clue what I really wanted to do. But here's the thing. Still got my asparagus here, right? I told him I was gonna spruce it up a little bit. So, just a tad, not too much. Just add a little bit of Parmesan, you know? Give it a little bit extra flavor. You know how Y'all go back and add an extra little bit of this, that, and the third, and then you come out and you pop out, you look great. That's that right there. And we appreciate it, we do. We love to see it. Especially, 11 o'clock, you just got in there. We've been there since 10, and we was just like, finally, it's not a sausage fest. We got tired of seeing all these men in here, and finally y'all decided to show up. Y'all should have been here earlier, but I know it takes time. It takes time, it's perfection, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna let you make it today. Maybe not tomorrow, we'll see. The mood might change. Still not really convinced on how I want to play it right now. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I feel like you've been here long enough to know. All of this unscripted, this is real, it's very organic. I'm a real person in real life who is doing this for you, for me, on this plate. And these people in the background that's about to eat the food, because I don't get to eat. He told me I couldn't eat. It's like some type of slavery type thing, But at least I'm in the house. I ain't outside. So, that's a different story for another day, guys. Alright, cool. So we're gonna get our pomade puree. Alright. I'm gonna get a nice little generous amount. And if I don't like this, Dre, it's your fault. I'm gonna blame you. Alright, get that there. Just gonna kind of that like that. And then what I really want to do is, and again, ladies and gentlemen, my hands are clean. I don't know about you, because half of y'all that go to the restroom don't wash your hands before you leave. I wash my hands often. So, and I shower often too. I'll let you live, I'll let you make it. So, we're gonna get just a couple pieces here. And we just wanna dress this nicely. It doesn't have to be perfect or in order. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little meticulous. I like to keep things with a good continuity. But I also like to add a little pizzazz. I'm gonna take a couple pieces of my steak and dress it down. And then lastly, I'm gonna take my sauce I made and just kind of drizzle it down. Take a couple pieces, parsley, kind of just, on the sides, on top. It don't have to be perfect, ladies and gentlemen. It really does not. Like, we're just here to give a little bit of pizzazz. If it gets off my finger, can we edit that out? Because it's just giving me the hardest time in life right now. I feel like we still have some in the fridge. Edit that, boom. Yeah, just want to add, just a little garnish. Make your life easy. It makes it pretty. Little fragrance. That's it. Yes, there you have it. Final product. Not too many. Everybody eat that shit. It's actually good. And that was fat.